I've been monitoring the government's actions, and nothing unusual has happened so far. Now let's give a quick update on the current situation here. How is the progress on isolating the water source?
The central agricultural system has stopped drawing water from the Grandeur River, and irrigation across the fertile plains has been suspended. The emergency cross-region water transfer project is underway, with all regions deploying their engineering forces under the command of the central region to support the project. However, the anomalies caused by the contaminated water haven't ceased yet. Crop growth remains halted, and drone monitoring reports indicate that the area affected by the anomaly continues to expand. This is hardly surprising considering that all the underground water in the Jiangxin region stems from the Grandeur River. If we don't intervene soon, it's likely that this problem will surpass the boundaries of the Jiangxin region within a few weeks.
Has Logos returned to Delphi with the samples?
The samples have already been sent to the Delphic Oracle for examination, but the progress has been slow. What's worse, the influences on the residents of Kanlin City have intensified. While those symptoms cannot be perceived by ordinary people, we see it clearly that the skin of affected patients gradually takes on an unhealthy cerulean hue, similar to the infected crops. Moreover, the affected livestock and wild animals pose another problem. According to our records, we have received over 1,600 reports of abnormal behavior in our breeding centers and observation nodes, and that's only accounting for witness cases. Over the past week, the number of such reports has been increasing at an alarming rate of 10% per day. Many are calling for a complete quarantine of the breeding areas, which I'm sure you're already aware of. The Bureau of Health and Welfare must be overwhelmed by now.
It's been a week since Master Yuan Cun left Songlin City. Is the situation in Xingyi City truly that dire? Can't even Master Yuan Cun resolve it? In that case, it seems we'll have to postpone this year's Harvest Festival.
A sensible decision. But the Harvest Festival is the most important event of the year in Songlin City. It's not just a festival. It carries the prayers of countless people and is deeply intertwined with their daily lives. Postponing the festival will undoubtedly upset everyone.
I understand, but the urgency of the situation demands it. I'll discuss the matter with my colleagues in the government tomorrow.
Perhaps we should announce the postponement at a later time. Announcing it now might unsettle people and potentially lead to widespread panic.
At a later time? When will it be then? The longer we delay the announcement, the more suspicion and rumors will spread. Once we've made the decision to postpone the festival, it's best to announce the news as soon as possible. Truth doesn't inspire fear. Concealment does.
Sorry for interrupting, Xing. Zhangtan just sent a message, and she has a lot to report. The situation involving the Tower of Babel in Emaon doesn't sound promising.
I see. Contact her now. By the way, where's Xin? Where did she go off to this time?
Always stuck in meetings, and more meetings. Finally, I've managed to sneak out. Oh, hey, isn't this that old man's turf? I'll go and ask him for something tasty. And in return, I'll help him patrol the fields. It's pretty late at night. I wonder if the old man is still awake. Huh? What's going on? All lights in this area are on. Could it be the old man? No, he never goes to the field at this hour. Let's go and see what's happening. Is this the aftermath of a car accident? The entire Songlin City has been sealed off. How did an outsider manage to get in here during this situation? Let's get rid of those invading beasts. Are these footprints? But they're not from the old man. Could it be bandits? Ha! I finally caught you, intruder! What were you sneaking around here for? Not in the mood to talk, huh? Looks like I'll have to use force then.
Sin!
It's you, old man!
What are you doing? She's my guest.
Wait, what? Hey, that's not my problem. Who would sneak around someone's house in the middle of the night? I thought it was some kind of thief.
Behave yourself, Sin. You accidentally harmed her, so you should apologize.
Harmed her? But there's no harm done, right? Can't you see she's alive and kicking? Hey, tell me, did I harm you? Seriously, it's all because of you, old man. The government issued a citywide evacuation notice, but you just refused to leave. If I hadn't been worried about you, I wouldn't have come here every day and ended up causing this commotion.
Worried about me? You came here for the free meals, little girl.
Well, that's one of the reasons, too. I just can't resist your tasty dishes. But seriously, old man, you really need to be more careful and not invite suspicious people into your home. Huh? Sing. Hello? Yeah, I'm investigating outside. Yeah, right. I'm in the agricultural district. Huh? Look for someone. Why? Do I have to run errands again? All right, fine. Just stop nagging and tell me about them. One of them has silver gray hair and golden eyes, and she's about 18 years old, right? Can you describe her clothes? So she wears a black cloak and a white dress, with a book hanging out her side, and a cosmos flower pendant near her ear. Gosh, I just can't imagine anyone dressing so strangely. What? It's you? the refugees from or whatever, right? Yeah, aren't you? Never mind, it doesn't matter. But let me warn you, don't badmouth me in front of Shang.
Dear residents of Songlin City, I am Tsi Lan Tsing, the Jutsing of the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity. Given the recent outbreak of an unidentified disease, a state of emergency has been declared in Songlin City. I kindly request your understanding and compliance with the following guidelines. 1. This disease is currently referred to as the cerulean blight. Its primary symptoms include an abnormal cerulean discoloration resembling metal on the skin, slower reaction times, and loss of appetite. Please assess yourself and those around you for any manifestation of these symptoms. 2. If you experience any discomfort, please promptly visit the nearest medical facility for examination. 3. Residents under quarantine should adhere to the guidance provided by medical professionals and refrain from succumbing to panic. 4. At present, the Grandeur River is suspected to be the primary source of infection. Water extraction from the river has ceased, and arrangements have been made to import clean water to ensure a continued water supply. 5. We have established restricted areas spanning a width of 1.5 kilometers on both sides of the Grandeur River. Until further notice, swimming, drawing water, and fishing in the river are strictly prohibited. All cross-river traffic has been temporarily suspended. 6. Animal contamination has led to a loss of control over their behavior. To ensure everyone's safety, a curfew will be enforced in Songlin City starting at 7 o'clock in the evening. Please stay in your homes and do not go outside. Thank you for your attention, understanding, and support. We will exert every effort to address the cerulean blight swiftly and restore normalcy to the lives of all residents as soon as possible.
Esteemed residents of Songlin City, I am Feng Lin, the Director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture. Firstly, I extend my sincere apologies to everyone for the impact that the cerulean blight has had on our agricultural production and daily lives. The Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture assumes full responsibility for this predicament. At this moment, we are collaborating with other departments to investigate the origins of the cerulean blight. I assure you that we are committed to swiftly developing a treatment plan. Since many of you are concerned about the implications of the cerulean blight on this year's agricultural production, I would like to provide a brief update on behalf of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture. Firstly, the cerulean blight significantly affects plants and can spread across various crop species, with affected crops exhibiting symptoms similar to those observed in animals. Secondly, while the cerulean blight does not prove fatal to plants, it induces sterility, rendering the affected crops incapable of producing seeds and fruits. Thirdly, given that the majority of crops are primarily consumed for their seeds and fruits, this plague will lead to a significant decline in agricultural production this year. In other words, the situation is dire. Fourthly, to address this situation, the Well-Being Office has issued directives to coordinate the mobilization of Xian's grain reserves, and Songlin City has been granted permission to utilize its reserve granaries. Our grain reserves are ample enough to sustain us for more than 2 years, even without a harvest, so there is no need to panic. Last but not least, it is worth noting that all infected crops are still alive, and if we can promptly find a cure for the cerulean blight, we may still salvage a portion of the crops. Once again, I extend my sincere apologies to the people of Songlin City, particularly the farmers and producers. We remain steadfast in our commitment to identifying the source of the cerulean blight and discovering a cure.
Well, the lady you just saw is saying. I'll explain later. Just follow me. I'll take you both back.
Animal contamination has led to a loss of control over their behavior. To ensure everyone...
Follow me. The situation within the city hasn't been peaceful recently. I need to take you back to Weisha headquarters as soon as possible. Those animals destroyed the stumps again. Speak of the devil. Now is not the time to worry about these stumps. Let's keep pushing forward. These animals are getting even tougher. More animals are invading the city than ever before. Where are the patrols? Why do I have to clean up the trash just to get back? Phew, finally.